Alright, I gotta keep the sound as well as the swearing down because my parents are both here and I think my dad's gone to bed. So, but I meant to mention this today. So, this is gonna be a short-ish tale of how Achan had to deal with two damn spiders today. Now, for those of you who are new or don't watch my video game vlogs, I have the most debilitating arachnophobia on the face of God's green earth. And I will, in case you don't know, and I'll tell you why. When I was a teenager, my father, in his infinite wisdom, took me to go see the movie Arachnophobia. And I will tell you, before I saw the Arachnophobia movie, when I was about 6 years old in first grade, we had an assignment to watch some Nova special on spiders. You could not pay me to watch that special right now. 6-year-old Achan was way better put together than 41-year-old Achan, because 41-year-old Achan had been traumatized by arachnophobia. So this is what happened. My dad took me to see Arachnophobia, and now it was fine until it wasn't. So here's what happened. We're watching the movie, and it's scaring the living daylights out of me. They have this spider that's in the Amazon that's as big as a damn dinner plate. And I've actually seen this spider in real life, but I'll get into that in a little while. But they find a spider in the Amazon, and it's as big as a dinner plate, and it actually eats birds. It's so big that it eats birds, but it's the size of a dinner plate. So, no. But in the movie, this is even before they get to the arachnophobia spider. All these spiders are killing people, and it's just horrifying. So, what broke my brain, my sad little brain, was these old people were watching a movie in their house, some spiders fall into their popcorn, and then they, of course, freeze frame or whatever to the old dude grabbing the popcorn. Some stuff happens, then they come back, and both them people are dead, and then as they're examining the people, a spider crawls out of the dead guy's nose. That is the precise moment in that movie where my brain says, snap, I can't take this no more. I'm going fucking crazy and I can't deal with this anymore. And my brain, I think, just shut down. And after the movie's over, I feel sick as a dog. I feel sick to my stomach after this movie is going down. Later on that night, I'm like, my mom had came home from work because I think she was working till like late in the evening, and I woke up and I was like, Mom, I don't feel good. And she was like, she felt my head and I had like a fever. It actually made me physically ill watching that movie. I had a fever. I remember her saying my fever was like 100 or like 101. That's how messed up this movie made me. So, yeah. So today, I finally figured out, this was part one, I finally figured out in King of Prussia where to go to get your car charged. So, of course, I figured this out after I'm getting ready to leave, and I was like, wait, I want to get my car charged. So, I go ahead, and I was like, we'll just go back and we'll walk around the mall for a little bit. I know we're tired, I know we got to pack because I'm leaving tomorrow, and I was like, we'll just deal. So, I charge my car, and I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, and I go back in the mall after I charge my car. So I sit on a couch, and I'm like really getting sleepy because I woke up super damn early this morning. I haven't been to sleep yet. I've been up I think since about 5 o'clock this morning. Actually I think it was like maybe about 4:45, but either way, and I had to rush to the doctor and all of that, so that didn't help. But like I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really tired. I'm just going to take a nap in my car for a little while. And then, like, the car can charge and I can rest and it'll be fine. So I go back to my car and I open the back door to the car. And I see the spider web. I'm like, why is there a giant spider web? And in dead center of the spider web is a spider that's about that big, which is way too big for me. If I can see it, it's too damn big. So I'm like, oh my Jesus, please no. So I had to go around the front to the passenger side. Thank God my parasol was right in the front on the passenger side. Take my parasol. It's like back when Bodyline was throwing parasols to people, but the ferrule, which is the little point at the top of an umbrella, it's called the ferrule if you ever wanted to know. The ferrule came to me bent. So I was like, let me take this bent ferrule and like scrape out this joint and hopefully move the spider. I don't want to kill it. I just want it out of my car and out of my space. So I managed to get the spider web unhinged and it falls to the ground, but the spider's like, what's going on? And like this, like a part of the spider web is still like on, like hanging on, like almost like the undercarriage of the car. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I take the spider web and just like kind of scoop it and then slam it onto the ground, and the spider's sitting there like, what just happened? And I'm like, I don't care about your problems. Get out of my car. So that was horrifying. That was horrifying in and of itself, because it was literally a spider that was that big, and I'm like, no. So I come back I take a nap, I wake up, I drive to my parents' house, and I'm like, let me start packing. So I start packing. I open my pink suitcase, which is what my laptop is sitting on right now. I open my pink suitcase. It's another little tiny spider about that big crawling around in my luggage. Why? Why are the spiders playing with me? Do I look like Little Miss Muffet sitting on a damn tuffet eating basically cottage cheese? No, I do not. I'm not even dressed. I'm not even in Lolita, so y'all can't be like, well, you dressed in Lolita, they look like Little Miss Muffet. Fuck you. No. So again, I'm having a battle with another spider screaming. I'm sure people think I'm insane. So I'm like having a battle with this spider. I flick it. It goes on another, because as you see, I have a pile of clothes. This is the clothes that I'm leaving here. Then I have to come back when I come back in a couple weeks. It goes flying into those clothes. And I'm just like, for real? For real. So I have to find it, and I have a sweater. It's this sweater. It flew onto this sweater, and I'm like trying to shake it and it won't come out. I'm shaking through all the clothes and it's not coming out. I just leave it for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, we're just not going to think about it. Maybe it boinked off and went somewhere else, and that's just what happened. Now, it's going to come crawling out like, oh, hey, you thought you got rid of me, baby. I'm still here. I'm sorry. It's mean, but I crushed it. It was in my space. I have a hard and fast rule for living creatures that don't belong. If I am in your space, you have every right to be. If I'm out in nature, if I'm on my back porch, if I'm outside, if I'm somewhere that's outdoors, that is all of your domain. I will not mess with you or harm you if I am in your domain. You come in a house, you come in my space, you come in my luggage, I have every right to kill you because you done invaded stuff that you ain't have no business invading. So I'm sorry, spider lovers. I killed it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to trigger you or hurt your feelings, but it was in my stuff and I can't handle it. I have really bad arachnophobia. I'm surprised I could even get it together and be able to coherently and competently kill it, but I crushed it. I'm sorry. So how I saw a type of those arachnophobia dinner plate spiders was my best friend one time I can't remember, it was like early on when me and my husband were still dating. He had an assignment in Miami, and I was staying with him in Miami, and my best friend came to visit me in Miami. So she was like, what do you want to do? And during the day, because it was like right after a semester of school ended and I had like 2 weeks to like do stuff, she was like, you want to go to the zoo? And I was like, oh sure, we can go to it's called Zoo Miami. So we went to Zoo Miami, and they have like really big, really cool exhibits. If you ever find yourself in Miami, I suggest you go to Zoo Miami. It is actually a really cool zoo. The one in Tampa is really nice too, but the one in Miami, Zoo Miami, is amazing. But they had a whole section full of nothing but like spiders, which was a lot for a woman who suffers with very debilitating arachnophobia. And they had the arachnophobia spider. So They had these little blue spiders with pink feet. They were cute and they were fuzzy, but you know, if one even looked at you sideways, you were going to die from some kind of poison because they probably shoot poison out of their eyes. But they were cute. They had little pink feet. They were cute. I was like, okay, they're cute, but I'm feeling kind of like uncomfortable. Then we came to the thing with the arachnophobia spider, and the arachnophobia spider was just sitting in this hollowed out log, looking like, please don't look at me. And I was like, okay, if it's not out in all this horrifying glory, then I'm okay with it. Where I took objection and where my brain stopped was when we went outside the exhibit, and there was these stupid, like, monkeys or something, and they were just all like paranoid and weird, and I was like, what is wrong with these creatures? They're all weird. Walk around the corner, there is a huge, and I mean, this thing was like this Mexican tarantula that was black and white. I couldn't take that one. I was like, oh, I looked at that and was like, nope, 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 and had a nightmare about it. Like, I had a nightmare about that, I think years later. It was like in my head, but I was like, nope. I was like, we gotta leave. I can't. It was just like the breaking point. I couldn't do it. It was like, it was just where it ended for me. Yeah, so, the spider thing, that's not happening. That's not cute. That's not what I need in my life. So, and I just wanted to share those stories because just, had me battling spiders today. And going home ain't no better. Everything in Tampa is like this big. The roaches be like this. The spiders are like, you can't even see my hands no more. That's how big they are. Everything, I told y'all before, what have we learned, children? What is Florida? Primordial as fuck. So it begs to go with the territory that everything is Jurassic. So, but I wanted to get that off my chest and just be like, and that's not going to get no better going home, but I mean, because at least here they were like this. Like the biggest spider before Mom killed it or died or it relocated or whatever was like that. And even Mom was kind of grossed out by it. I'm just sitting there like, I can't with this. It was in her kitchen. It was just like, I can't live my life like this. So that is all I have. And let's hope we don't got to battle the spiders, because the spiders in Florida they might as well just be invincible. And as long as they're not in my house, I don't care. One was in my house, one was in my shower. And my husband was away on a business trip. And I was taking a warm shower. I turned the water to blasting hot and scalded it. It only stunned it, and it stunned it for 2 days. It didn't move. I thought it was dead. I just didn't have the cojones to go like do anything with it. It started moving on day 3. I was just like, no. And just sprayed it with bleach and just was like, I can't take it no more. Spiders. So, later.